let's go to the Mark Houck case. I have to confess that I was not familiar with this case until this week, and I should have been. He is 48 years old. He is an anti-abortion activist who was accused of assaulting a 72-year-old clinic volunteer, an abortion volunteer, named Bruce Love, outside a Planned Parenthood clinic in Philadelphia. He was arrested. He was charged. The incident took place on October 13, 2021. He was charged with 2 counts of violating the Freedom of Access to Clinic Entrances Act. Okay? Now, when he was arrested, his wife told news agencies that 25 federal agents with guns drawn in about 15 vehicles pounded on their front door and threatened to break it down. Okay? So it was a massive raid, even though Houck and his attorney said they would have turned themselves in. I mean, Mark Houck would have turned himself in, didn't need the raid. There are pictures of the raid. So this is the FBI. And Christopher Wray was in charge of this raid. His boss is Merrick Garland, the Attorney General. Wray doesn't just do stuff on his own. He's got to go up the chain of command because the FBI works for the Department of Justice. Okay? All right. So the kicker is, and this is incredible, that Mark Houck was found not guilty by a jury. He was acquitted of any law breaking. Yet his family was terrorized, he was prosecuted, and that was another subject of inquisition yesterday for Merrick Garland. Senator Josh Hawley is the questioner. Go.
Let's talk about the Mark Houck case, for example. You've been asked about this already today, and frankly, your answers really astound me. This is a case where a Catholic pro-life demonstrator, father, was accused of disorderly conduct in front of an abortion center. The local prosecutor, the Philadelphia district attorney, who is a Democrat, a liberal, very progressive, declined to prosecute. There was a private suit that got dismissed. And then after all of that, your Justice Department sent between 20 and 30 armed agents in the early morning hours to the Houck's private residence to arrest this guy after he had offered to turn himself in voluntarily. Here's the photo. Once again, you can see the long guns, you can see the ballistic shields, you can see that they're wearing bulletproof vests. Why did the Justice Department do this? Why did you send 20 to 30 SWAT-style agents and a SWAT-style team to this guy's house when everybody else had declined to prosecute and he'd offered to turn himself in?
Determinations of how to make arrests under arrest warrants are made based by the tactical operators in the district. They are not.
But you surely looked into it by this point, right? You know the answer, surely.
All I know is what the FBI has said, which is that they made decisions on the ground as to what was safest and easiest. So they do not agree with your description of what happened on the scene.
You don't agree with my description. I'm pointing out what the photo is.
Okay, so is there anybody that you can think of in recent memory who's come across more weaselly, weasel is a word, than Merrick Garland? Anyone, any public servant. I mean, Buttigieg comes to mind, but that's the Attorney General of the United States? He clearly knows what happened in the Supreme Court justice situation, and he knows what happened in the Houck case. So what do? There is nothing that we can do. Nothing. As honest American citizens, we have to endure this because Joe Biden was elected president. Inflation at its highest level in 40 years, interest rates skyrocketing, we all know that. Market experts like Jamie Dimon, CEO of JP Morgan, not only predict a recession, but are using scary terms like economic hurricane and unprecedented. So, you need to call the only precious metal dealer I trust, American Hartford Gold. They will show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. Please call them today, and they will have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your IRA or 401k. They have thousands of satisfied customers, are the highest rated firm in the country with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you, and they'll give you up to $2,500 of free silver on your first order. Please call 866-501-5201, 866-501-5201, or text BILL to 65532. Again, 866-501-5201, or text BILL to 65532. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.